Well, hello there. It's been a while, but welcome to another Parry's Pickups. I say it's been a while. It's not been too long since the last one was uploaded, but actually, it was a while since I'd filmed it. I filmed it back when I was in the UK, so I've been kind of just uploading these videos, actually making them available. They're already uploaded, but at regular intervals. Now we're back to the regular schedule of Parry's Pickups, which is waiting for me to amass enough games to actually have a reasonable length video for you. So yeah, that's happened, and I'll just get straight into it. So I collect Lemmings games, as you know. As you've seen previous videos, you might have already realised. And the Lynx version of Lemmings, the Atari Lynx, a nice little handheld, which is quite a nice little handheld. Little's the wrong word; it's rather large. But the Lemmings version, version of Lemmings on the Lynx is actually a rather good one. So it's a game I wanted to pick up. Fortunately, I didn't want to pay the high prices that you see on eBay for versions of this game. There's a truck going past, and so I decided that it would be on my watch list, but I wasn't going to spend a lot of money on it. Matt Boyle, our good friend Matt Boyle, informed me that one was being sold on a Danish Facebook group for retro games collecting at an okay price of, what was it, 450 kroner. Yeah, that's still a lot of money. That's about £45. It's a box copy. I had a look on eBay, and I do regularly look on eBay for Lemmings games, and this game usually demands more than that boxed anyway. So I thought, well, this could be a bit of a bargain. The photo looked okay. I wasn't actually sure quite what to expect from the final thing when I got it, but here it is. Not the greatest condition, to be honest. There it is, but I knew from the photos it wasn't going to be perfect. But at least it's a box copy of the game, and I'm not willing to pay the prices on eBay for a perfect condition box copy of this, because it's just too much. Oh, there was the game falling out. But it has a manual, and the manual itself is actually in pristine condition, like it's never been read. But who needs a manual for Lemmings? There are actually hardly any pictures in here. In fact, there's only one picture in this instruction manual. It's right there. But that's it, Lemmings instruction manual. And for those who aren't familiar with Lynx cartridges, this is what they look like. A very strange design, aren't they? Oh, I'll see if you can see it properly. Yeah, with a little thing so you can rip it out there. So when I'm next back in the UK and I have access to my Atari Lynx, I'll certainly be popping in Lemmings for the Lynx, as I finally have a copy of it. So, next up, something also I collect and I've finally got a copy of, courtesy of Matthew Boyle, who I can't thank enough for this generous gift. Here it comes. Whoa. Yes, I'm probably more excited about this than I imagine any of you are, but yes, being a collector of Worms games, very easy to get Lemmings and Worms confused in my head because I have the same amount of passion for both series. Anyway, Super Nintendo version of Worms, missing from my collection. I think I have every home console version of the original Worms, also the PC and Amiga versions of Worms. I'm sure there are others, but I'm quite happy to say I've rounded off my console collection of Worms. And it also comes complete with manual, which is lovely, and a nice condition cartridge, I'd say. There we go. In a box, for those interested. So that's that. And again, thank you, Matthew Boyle. You have made me a very happy man. Next up, something I wasn't sure I'd ever pick up, but after watching a recent episode of, was it Game Sack or one of these shows on YouTube, I'm thinking, you know what? I think this could be fun with friends, and that is Track and Field 2. Of course, the game they were talking about was the original Track and Field on PlayStation, so I'm not sure how this one measures up to that. But yeah, I'm not usually a fan of button bashers, but I have enjoyed Mario and Sonic at the Olympics in the past, and I'd like to try out a series which is regarded very highly. How this one plays compared to the original Track and Field on PlayStation, I'm not sure, but we'll give it a go at some point. But it's not something I'm itching to play on my own at the minute, so we'll wait till there's a few people over for that one. A game I just picked up the other day and had a little bit of time with yesterday is Mad Max for the Xbox One. Now, I'm a fan of Mad Max, and of course, being a fan of the film series, then you'll want to play a game based on that. And having a look at the previous history of Mad Max video games, this is by far the best one. I think I'm safe to say that. And from what I've played so far, I'm really enjoying it. If you want a full kind of rundown of what I think of this game, listen to Tom Matt Attack. I can provide a link for that. Tom Matt Attack is a podcast to do with Matt Boyle, where I talk in depth about the relatively short time I've had to spend with it so far. Next up, a game that I've been playing a little bit recently, TrackMania Turbo for the PlayStation 4. I bought some PlayStation 4, of course, because my friend Gareth in the UK also has a copy, and yeah, we used to play the Wii one quite a lot. So great to have this. I say it's everything you'd expect from a TrackMania sequel. You know, the graphics have been improved, the overall presentation's really nice. It's got such a good level of polish to it, and it's the same kind of enjoyable gameplay. And what I really liked about this game was there was no messing around at the beginning. You can get straight into it. They haven't changed the format of TrackMania particularly. It's got new tracks, new cars, new presentation. It's a really great game, and I really highly recommend it. Next up, I love Skylanders, I have to say, and so when a copy of Skylanders Supercharged was brought to my attention by Matt Boyle again. He's really aiding my games buying at the minute. $12.99 Skylanders Superchargers. This was a starter pack with the 2 figures. Of course, the draw of the Wii version is that you get Donkey Kong, and you can also get Bowser as well as a Skylander character. And yes, I definitely had to pick up Bowser as well, so I've done that. What can I say about this game so far is I've played a little bit of it. Curiosity mainly, because at the moment I'm playing through Skylanders Giants. Yes, I'm rather late to the Skylanders party. I think it's good. I think there's a lot going on in this game as opposed to the more straightforward, simplistic Skylander games of the past. Well, compared to Giants anyway. Played a little bit of Swap Force, but not so much. Graphics are nice, animation's really nice, character design's really nice. It looks a little bit... Of course, it doesn't look quite sharp on the Wii U as it does on the Xbox One and PS4, but I think the graphics are good. I'm not so keen on how the cars drive in the main story mode because they're a little difficult to control, I think. It's the controls and the viewpoint you're given which make it, well, for me anyway, a little bit confusing, and I still haven't quite got used to it. But also, I think the actual racing sections in this, because there's, a good competitive multiplayer racing game also contained within this. It's only 1-2 players, isn't 4-player. I don't know, it seemed a little bit... I think because I was racing against computer opponents, it wasn't so much fun. I don't know, there's not much to it. It felt a little bit bland. Anyway, Skylanders, it's great. But maybe not as good as it used to be. I'm not sure. I need to spend a bit more time with it. Pokmon Tournement. You may have heard me talk about this on the podcast. Ooh, Tom Matt Attack. I wasn't sure about this game at first. It's another game which comes into its own in multiplayer. When you start the single player, the difficulty level I found was rather low, and it really wasn't that enjoyable. And just because it was a walk in the park, there was no challenge there. I didn't feel like I was having to use the depth in the controls, because there is a reasonably deep fighting game when there's 2 people who understand it playing it together. But yeah, I like it actually. I do like it, and my misgivings of it in the beginning proved to be wrong. It's actually a very good game, and it comes into its own in multiplayer. I recommend it. So this is a game I picked up ages ago but never mentioned, and that's Zombie U for the Wii U. I thought I'd get round to getting this when I saw it at this price. This is 50 krona, about £5 British. Yeah, look forward to giving this a proper go sometime. I've played it briefly before, but a reasonably unique experience for the Wii U that's available also on other consoles, but I can't imagine it's as interesting without the second screen. How's that one? Naruto Ultimate Ninja 4 for the PlayStation 2. I'm actually not a big Naruto fan, so you may wonder why I picked this up. It was cheap for one, 30 krona, about £3. And I like fighting games. I actually collect fighting games, good ones. I try and do a little bit of research and find out what's worth playing and what's not worth playing. I didn't do my research on this. I just bought it because it was cheap. So I have played the Ultimate Ninja series in the past. The first one on PS2 actually is the only other Naruto game I own. But I'm willing to give this a try. It seems to have a little bit more, exploring a massive, immersive world of breathtaking locations, as well as your traditional Naruto Ultimate Ninja fighting. So, yeah, I'll look forward to giving that a go. And lastly, we have Driver Parallel Lines, a game which I'm pretty certain I covered in my Wii video not so long ago. And the Wii cover is totally different than the other covers. This is the PS2 version of Driver Parallel Lines in a steel box. This again was very cheap from the same place I got Naruto from, about 30 krona. Actually, I wasn't sure if I had this game or not. I remember I used to own it on Xbox. Then I got it on Wii, which I think is different from the Xbox version. I'm not 100% sure, so I'm curious to find out if this is any different than the Wii version, to be honest. But what I did get for my 30 krona, £3, was not only the game there on PS2, but also, underneath it, is the soundtrack. How about that? Now, if this is the same 70s vibe as the one on the Wii, then you've got I think got a bit of Iggy and the Stooges on there, so can't grumble with that. And similar 70s hits. I'm not sure the variety and the style of music in there. I know obviously there's a bit of rock, of course, but yeah, look forward to giving that a spin, so to speak. So yeah, as you see, I've not played all these games yet, but that's my goal, of course. There we have it. That's the latest Parry's Pickups video. I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll be back again when I've got a few more games, and I'll share them with you here. So thanks again for watching. Game on, and I'll see you very soon. Cheerio. Bye.